Up next, welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slot.
Here we go.
Doncic out there with Richardson. And it's Marjanovic in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Nuggets, they've got Porter. Will Barton is out there with Jamal Murray. Then there's Bull. And it's Jokic in at the 5. Now here's Porter. And stolen by Richardson. Here's Doncic. Finished off the break. Doncic has got the first points on the scoreboard for the Mavs.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
Bull the pass to Porter. And these two teams, Brent, known for playing a more methodical pace. When you think of the elite half-court offenses, what comes to mind for you?
Well, I have a location for you, Kevin. It's Utah. And I have two names for you, Stockton and Malone. And how good those guys were, not just in pick and roll, but in overall half-court execution. Man, it was surgical.
Here's Murray, following the score by Josh Richardson. Here's Doncic. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
A bit of a picture-perfect start here to this game. They've connected on all 3 looks.
Doncic against Murray. Outside Porter. Back to Murray. Passes to Jokic. Just 5 on the clock. 18 feet out. Over Porzingis. Nice D from Porzingis.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Now here's Hardaway. To the middle. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Murray against Doncic. Porzingis with the block.
Well, you can see Porzingis taking some pride right now on the defensive end of the floor, taking care of the shooter with his long wingspan that time.
And now they're turning this game into a drag race, sprinting out for easy fast break baskets.
Murray the pass to Jokic. It's stolen by Marjanovic. And stolen by Bull. Here's Barton. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Tim Hardaway picks one up.
I think Will Barton has figured out that scoring from the free throw line can be a good thing. Think about the 40th pick back in 2012. Will Barton languished on the bench in Portland for his first 2 seasons, actually 2.5. And then that trade to Denver, boy, that jump-started everything.
Now, here's Doncic. Here's Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Barton against Richardson, and Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And with the Nuggets, Barton becoming an immediate contributor. And Brent, in recent seasons, their starter at the small forward.
Yeah, he's an interesting player. He's a slender and slightly built player, but excellent at getting out there and rebounding, a tremendous runner at the wing position to play in transition. And that wingspan certainly helps out on a lot of plays, both offensively and defensively.
Here's Redick, following the basket by JaVale McGee. Brunson the pass to Cauley Stein. Over Millsap. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on JaVale McGee.
And you can just see these signs from Cauley Stein about figuring some things out about where he can be effective on the floor. That time, a nice use of the pump fake.
Redick against Morris. Rivers kicks to Morris. A 3-pointer off the mark.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Redick for 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
84%. That's what he was able to convert on a season ago from the line.
55 seconds left here in the first quarter. Brunson scanning the floor. Pass to Redick. Back to Brunson. Yep, it counts.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
Morris dishes to McGee. It's deflected. Brunson against Millsap. The Mavericks shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. 16 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Morris against Brunson. Morris passes to McGee. An easy 2 points on the layup. McGee's got his second bucket.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
The deep three from Redick. Oh, he got it to go.
Patient. Bam. Woo.
Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
That's an incredible shot there. Just let it fly, take a chance, and somehow that.
Selfless. I mean, you need to
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And quite a position here for the Mavericks to be in. What do you think, guys?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
Yeah, looking for a spark here, and the coach tapped the right guys to get out there and provide it.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, they've got Willie Cauley-Stein. J.J. Redick is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Dwight Powell, and it's Finney Smith in at the small forward spot. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Mavericks have their young star tandem in Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. KP said, we can be a pretty deadly duo. It's only going to be a matter of time. Once we get that two-man game going, it's going to be hard to stop. Guys, it's already hard to stop. Back to you.
Team on the rise, David. Thank you so much. Millsap passes to Dozier. Denver passing it around. And the rejection by Cauley-Stein.
Cauley-Stein in great position to reject that shot.
Here's Powell and the dunk by Powell.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Brunson against Morris. And there's the pass to McGee. Count that one. McGee's got 6.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Redick dishes to Powell. Pass to Cauley-Stein. Here's Brunson, covered by Morris. Shot clock at 6. Brunson with a clean look, and another basket for Dallas. Now the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Finney Smith kicks to Brunson. Down low. Reddick passes to Powell. Millsap with the steal. Inside, Morris. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And free throw good for Morris.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
Doncic dishes to Richardson. 1:51 left to play here in the half. Over in the corner, Doncic. Clock at 4. Takes a shot at the elbow. Almost, but it rolls out.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Marjanovic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Mavericks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. First free throw is good. Murray's checked in for Denver. And good on the second, so he makes them both. 1:15 left in the second quarter. The kick out to Barton. Right side, Porter. Passes it to Bull. Over Porzingis. No good off the back of the rim. Mavericks leading by 11. Here's Porzingis, the fast break chance. Shoots over Barton. Porzingis passes to Richardson. Porzingis trying to get free. Missed inside. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Denver. It's Barton with the drive. Porter finds Murray. Jokic on the follow.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Now, here's Doncic. Porzingis feeling it out a bit. Hardaway passes to Porzingis. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Porzingis showing a little strength down low that time. You can't get upset at the D for being physical with him on that play.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter. And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Murray kicks to Barton. Murray dishes to Barton over Richardson, and that one comes up a bit short. With 1 on the clock, no good at the rim. And so it's Dallas.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They lead by 11. And Shaq, what? Thanks for joining us.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Monte Morris. He's been really playing well.
It's something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, if we were grading playmaking today, it's an A+ from him.
Bill Barton is out there with Murray. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Bull in at the power forward. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Murray, the pass to Barton. Back to Murray. He dishes it to Porter. Murray outside. 6 to shoot. He's off from 17 feet.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Mavericks leading by 14. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
Oh, my
But confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. Great open look there.
And I like that from Murray. Not an extra dribble. Get the ball to the open teammate right away.
Doncic against Murray. And it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Doncic.
And with what we saw in the bubble, Murray has clearly elevated his game. Showed that he could be a #1 option on offense. I mean, his output was an incredible part of that run for the Nuggets.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Murray, the pass to Barton. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And Bol wide open. He shoots. That shot no good.
The third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
You know, Greg, the further we went into the playoffs, the more Jamal Murray looked like a star.
I mean, Kevin, big shots in clutch situations. Logged heavy minutes, but, never wavered. A truly heroic performance from Murray all postseason.
Doncic dishes to Richardson. Back to Doncic. Banked in off the glass. Doncic has got 9.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Murray finds Barton. Now Bol. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Pass to Marjanovic. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Marjanovic has got his second bucket tonight.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's Rivers. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Dallas leading by 16. Richardson gets a wide open look. No good from outside.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
They're running. Goes up in the dunk by Doncic.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
Here's Morris, and he lays it straight in. He's got 9.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Doncic looking it over. That one goes in. Doncic has got 9 points here in the second half.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Here's Dozier, guarded by Hardaway, and the Nuggets can't hang on to the ball.
That's just poor communication between those two. The passer has to make sure his teammate is established, and the teammate has to know the pass is coming. See, that's communication.
Richardson outside. From deep three-point range, they grab their own miss. Porzingis kicks to Doncic, and the 3 ball is good. Doncic has got 12 points now in the quarter.
He was sitting back a little bit there in the first half, but feels like showtime now, and he's ready to put some major points up on the board.
With the putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. Doncic outside. Lets it go with the 3. Can't connect. It's been all about Luka Doncic for Dallas. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. Back right after this. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but every now and then this helps with the offensive uptick right there. Great job of setting his teammate up.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Luka Doncic out there with Richardson. And it's Marjanovic in at center, locking down the middle.
Well, he does not lack for confidence, does Austin Rivers. He plays with a huge chip on his shoulder.
Porzingis. Marjanovic kicks to Hardaway. Back to Marjanovic. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
The Nuggets trail by 21. Morris outside, and the pass to McGee, and stolen by Richardson. Marjanovic passes to Doncic. Dallas moving the ball around. Hardaway kicks to Doncic. And a miss there on the triple. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Right side Hardaway. Doncic finds Richardson from outside the arc. But they get it back. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That'll be his second foul of the game. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Doncic passes to Richardson. The drive by Doncic. Here's Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult one.
Here's Murray. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Dallas. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Murray against Doncic. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Shot clock at 5. Over Murray. Doncic, no good. The Nuggets trail by 21.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Well, he's a tremendous shooter, is Jamal Murray, and nice to see him get to the mid-range and knock that one down.
Passes it to Marjanovic. Jokic with the steal. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. And Barton throws it down.
Great effort and gets in a little razzle-dazzle at the end of that one.
Yeah, why not? Show a little creativity, get inside, move that ball around. Just make sure you score.
Richardson dishes to Hardaway. Pass to Doncic. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
From deep. That one, no good. And Denver the other way now. Here's Jokic. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Murray, the pass to Jokic. The dish to Porter. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit still large, but now not insurmountable.
Well, the run simply has given them a chance. Great work on both ends. They've got to now ratchet up a notch.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Mavericks.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
Yeah, and once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Luka Doncic.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
He's a decent scorer, and Hardaway can get it going, so he draws defenders' attention and gets the call that time.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Murray surveying the D. Free throw line jump shot. Misses off the right iron.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Doncic with it. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. You're looking live and down. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Cole is out there with Jokic. Then there's Murray. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Barton in at the 2 spot. And for the Clippers, we've got Patrick Beverley. Baca is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's George in at the shooting guard. Now here's Beverley. Pass to George. And the teams we're seeing tonight, Steve, they have very deep rotations.
And Kevin, when you can go maybe 10 deep, it keeps your locker room happy. It also protects your team against injuries sinking a season.
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Murray outside. 5 to shoot. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. The putback. The Clippers grab the miss. George looking over the floor. from deep three-point range. A shot off that time. And Denver the other way now. Here's Bull. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka. On offense, here are the Clippers. George passes to Zubac. And Leonard has it in the corner. George, that's a two-pointer. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Kawhi is carving up this defense. Love his awareness. He is finding the open man. The homecoming for Paul George, playing in LA with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Outside, George. Leonard against Jokic. And the shot goes in.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the second pick in the 2017 draft. That or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' game.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Now, here's Jokic. Here's Murray. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And if you're drawing up your starting 5 for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg. Still mid-30% for his career from three-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with the hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways.
Now, Jokic. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. And Jokic gets it to go.
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
Now, here's Zubac. Kicks it to Beverly. Dishes to Leonard. From deep. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
Here's George following the score by Jamal Murray. George against Barton. High post to Ibaka. Over Bull. That shot is off. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Barton finds Porter. And it's Jokic in the corner. Shoots. Denver passing it around. Stolen by George. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Porter. Beverly wide open. A three-pointer is right on target.
Spacing the floor. This is what they need from Patrick Beverly on the offensive end.
Murray surveying the D. Here's Jokic. It's hauled in by Zubac.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Here's Leonard. And Bull pulls it down. Here's Barton. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Outside for George. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. At the end of one, a closely... We recently checked in with Jamal Murray, who discussed the team's...
The mentality of how we play, how we move the ball.
Greg, sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again, but Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. Guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Gordon out there with Paul Millsap. And there's JaVale McGee. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Morris in at the 1 spot. Buries it from 3-point range.
When Kennard is that set up, he almost can't miss. Such a skilled shooter.
Here's Rivers. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Jackson has the open look. Misses the 3. And it's Millsap with the ball for Denver. Trailing by 4. Rivers can't get it to go. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Jackson from long range. It's hauled in by Gordon.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him.
Now, here's Kennard. Following the miss by Austin Rivers. Basket counts.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Morris into the lane. That one off the back iron and out. And with the dunk contest in Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
Here's Batum. Millsap grabs the miss. The Nuggets trail by 6.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
One of Rivers' pet moves, the dribble drive. He has the size and length to do damage off of it.
Jackson dishes to Cousins. Jackson against Morris. Shot from 12. And the basket by Jackson. And the Clippers lead by 6. Nuggets have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Up top, Morris. Guarded by Jackson. And the rejection by Cousins.
Great anticipation by DeMarcus. His instincts are excellent pretty much in every phase of the game.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
And the Clippers have possession. Pass to Kennard. 6 on the shot clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Batum for 3. Unable to get that one. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Millsap in the corner. Morris into the lane. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Reggie Jackson. It's his first trip to the line. And he makes the first. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become. And it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And Denver with a change here, too. Jamal Murray, he's checked in for Morris. Porter against Leonard from deep. And again, it's the Clippers missing. The Nuggets trail. Here's Bol. There's the dish to Porter. He kicks to Bol. Stolen by Zubac. George with the ball. Now Bol defending. Los Angeles with another miss.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
A towering presence that is Bol. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
Here's Beverly. Bol making his last shot. Beverly deciding where to go with it. Ibaka finds George. There's the triple. Leonard. Tie game in Los Angeles.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to a pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. At one stretch in the opening period. And that'll...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Nuggets.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard's still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
They've got Paul George. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's Zubac in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue.
The offense was firing on all cylinders, and that's the exact kind of shot they wanted.
Murray against Beverly. Now here's Murray. Not a lot of room, and he uses the glass on the layup. Murray's got the lead up to 2 now for the Nuggets. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. And here's George. He has 6. Here's Leonard. The 19-footer is on the money. Leonard's got 6.
I love it, Kawhi. When you have skills from the mid-range, you don't need to force anything.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Now, here is Morris.
Missed opportunity. It's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
Here's Batum, and he makes that one. And the Clippers lead by 2.
3 straight to begin this half. Couldn't have drawn it up any better.
Rivers kicks to McGee, shoots over Cousins, and again, Denver no good. The Clippers have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Yes, that goes in. And now a 4-point Clipper lead.
And coming out of halftime, Coach said they wanted to start fast. How's 4 for 4?
Rivers passes to Gordon. The feed now to Millsap. Second chance shot. Over Morris. Millsap finds Morris. Over Jackson. Millsap with it. Guarded now by Jackson. 4 on the clock. Another shot. No good on that one. Great D that time from Batum. Los Angeles leading by 4. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. It's JaVale McGee with the rebound. Here's Gordon. Yep, that one goes.
I mean, wonderful court vision. Sometimes Rivers gets locked in to finding his own shot. This time, finds the open man.
Now here's Jackson. The pass to Kennard. To the paint. Here's Cousins.
Cousins is...
And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Kennard. Following the basket by JaVale McGee. Over Gordon. Kennard finds Batum. And Morris comes over to help. There's Jackson with the three. Kept alive. Batum pass to Cousins. Morris against Millsap. Here's Cousins, and Cousins throws it down.
Awesome display. Fierce with the level of strength. DeMarcus with the impressive move.
Morris looking over the floor. Count it. Good. Morris has got it all tied up now for the Nuggets. Clippers have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Pass to Kennard. Shot clock at 6. No good there. Now Denver takes it the other way.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
I mean, he's extremely confident and aggressive. Rivers loves to take it up inside.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Morris against Jackson. To the middle. And they'll turn it over. Did not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Got it off in time. That shot, no good. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Nuggets lead by 2. And time to... 3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. The Clippers trail. And Denver will start the 4th quarter with. They've got Bowles. Will Barton is out there with Jamal Murray. Then it's Porter. And it's Jokic in at the 5 down low. Now here's Beverly. Passes to Ibaka. 5 on the clock. George against Barton. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Nuggets. Murray outside. In the corner, Bull with it. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound.
Well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock and trust your teammates.
That one good for 2.
Off the catch, Leonard with the quick trigger. Nothing but money.
Beverly against Murray. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Here's Porter, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
And he sinks the second.
And you can sense that the pressure might have gotten to him a little bit, but he did do enough to put them in the lead.
Leonard against Porter. Back to George. The 3. Rebound by the Nuggets. Bulls got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Martin with it. Leonard picks him up. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Now, here's George. To the inside. Jokic with the steal. Leonard with the steal. Here's Beverly. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists now in this one.
I like seeing Patrick Beverly attack the interior. Sometimes he becomes too perimeter oriented.
Now, here's Jokic. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Nuggets lead by 1.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. George passes to Leonard. Kicks it to Ibaka. Uncovered. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
And that's a nice jumper by Ibaka, showing good touch from mid-range.
Barton surveying the floor. The pass to Jokic. The kick out to Porter. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots. Barton, no luck.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
And so they foul intentionally. Los Angeles making a switch here. Cousins is checked in. Green is checked in for the Nuggets. Millsap comes in for Barton. Now here is George. He dishes it to Cousins. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Millsap against George. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
And Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got his 6th rebound on the night. And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Jokic against Cousins. Jokic inside.
The key is don't allow anything easy. And DeMarcus Cousins listens.
And it's Leonard missing. The Nuggets trail. Now Murray. Lays it up off the glass. 8 points for Jamal Murray.
And the competitive nature of Murray making all the difference there. Doing everything he can to rally his team.
Bounce pass from Beverly. Leonard inside, guarded by Porter, and the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. The free throw drops for Leonard.
Tremendous job at the line as usual. You can always bank on him in those situations.
The Nuggets have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Murray outside. Porter outside. Serge Ibaka with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Here's George. And Cousins kicks to George. Pass to Beverly. Back to George. Dishes it to Cousins. Clock is at 3. There's the 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. Oh, wow. A huge basket to tie the game.
The foot speed of Jermichael quickly changes ends, able to convert these plays with ease.
And the Clippers call time here. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Nikola Jokic.
And his shooting percentage reflects just how efficient he's been. It's better than 50%, always a sign of a solid offensive performance. But his movement and his shot selection have also both been tremendous.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. Jokic with the steal. And so Mike Malone calls a timeout. Paul George with the steal. And the Clippers call time here. The score is tied at 37. 1 second left in the fourth quarter. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
They're fortunate the defender couldn't control it. Almost lost that possession.
The shot is good. But it looks like this one might get reviewed. Very close on the release. And the officials are headed to the scores table to review it. Let's see what happens here. Beyond.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Dressed in their finest, the Mavs as they came through. Here are the five for the Clippers. We've got Ibaka. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubats in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Mavericks, Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Luka Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And it's Marjanovic in at the center position. Now, here's Zubats. Doncic trying to get open. Ibaka, no luck.
And what a unique career Serge Ibaka has had. Some incredible totals for him over the course of his career.
That's right, Greg. I mean, I think people would be shocked to know Serge Ibaka was the first player ever to make 500 threes and have 1,500 blocks. Hard to imagine nobody had ever accomplished that feat. Give credit to Ibaka. He changed his offense and added the free ball. Anticipating before the play can happen, Luka Doncic gets the break started.
Doncic against Beverly. Now Zubats back to Beverly. Outside, George down to 5 on the shot clock. And goaltending is, and here we go. Coach's challenge on that goaltending call. The coach didn't think the call was correct.
And with this type of goaltending review process, one thing to keep in mind is that the rule states, quote, in order to overturn the event as called on the floor, there must be clear and conclusive visual evidence that the call was incorrect.
And so, Greg, if via replay there is any level of ambiguity, it makes sense that the original ruling would stay. But in that event, the coach has used up his one and only coach's challenge for the game. So, as you can tell, a lot riding on when you choose to use it. So, guys, the courtside administrator has received the verdict. They will overturn the goaltending violation. So, a good use of the challenge here.
And with the improvements to cameras and visibility for these sorts of plays around the rim, it seems impossible now to imagine not...
Oh, the power on that throw-down!
Wow. Now, Paul George is an exceptional athlete and demonstrating his insane dunking skills there. Get this guy in the dunk competition.
And here's Doncic from the arc. The offensive rebound. Marjanovic passes to Porzingis. Dallas again missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Leonard, no luck.
Cannot believe he missed that one. Oh, I'm sure he can't either.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And last year, Dallas gave Porzingis the contract he was looking for to the tune of $158 million.
And Greg, credit the Dallas organization for believing in Kristaps Porzingis' talent. And now credit Porzingis, because you have to share shot attempts and usage with Luka Doncic. What has he done? He's concentrated on better rebounding, better rim protecting. This guy is all in on winning, and what a combination these two guys can be.
Teams have dynasties, the 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see, because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, and the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Well, in addition to everything else that DeMarcus Cousins brings to the game, he can score for you in transition and put pressure at the rim.
Stolen away. And now the Clippers on the break. Here's Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
The drive by Redick. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
DeMarcus Cousins proving you don't have to be a high flyer to block shots. That's about positioning and timing.
Pass to Morris. The 3. The Mavericks pull it in. Here's Finney-Smith, and the rejection by Cousins. Jackson deciding where to go with it. At the elbow, it's Cousins. Morris finds Jackson. Down low. Here's Cousins. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
For Los Angeles, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And that one falls for DeMarcus Cousins.
Well, I think what we see sometimes with DeMarcus Cousins, your greatest strength can be your greatest weakness. When he uses his emotion to be aggressive and intimidating, you love it. He just has to stay under control.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Clippers moving the ball around. Back to Morris. Now the pass to Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. Feeds it to Batum. And the shot is good.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And so it's Los Angeles holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And catching up with Luke Kennard before the game, he discussed what it...
this game, it's...
You know this, it takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a comfortable margin here for the Clippers guys.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Man, why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
Dwight Powell is out there with Willie Cauley-Stein. Then there's J.J. Redick. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. So that's who Dallas starts the second with.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
That one falls. Brunson's got 4 points this quarter. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Beverly looking around. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Porzingis.
Well, make no mistake, Paul George is a physical guy. He will not shy away from contact on these moves.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work, and it pays dividends.
Doncic outside. Richardson against George. Up top, Doncic. And foul on the shot. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like, oh, he made it, Doris, he made it.
Holy moly, he made that.
Wow. Outside Leonard. Pass to Zubac. That shot off the mark. And it's Dallas the other way. Good on that shot. And with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Hardaway. Passes it to Zubac. On the wing, George. Back to Zubac. George passes to Zubac. That one goes. Count it. Zubats has got 6.
Paul George will force you to stay balanced defensively because if you have a miscue, he will find the open guy.
On the wing, Doncic. He's covered by Leonard. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. 6-point lead. Now, here is George. He has 7. Inside, it's tipped. Porzingis with the steal. Here's Porzingis with fast break chance. And Doncic throws it down.
How about the vision from the young Latvian Porzingis showing he really can read the floor and capitalize.
George dishes to Leonard. Pass to Zubats. Outside, George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Leonard. Outside for George. Ibaka, the pass to Leonard. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Mavericks trail by 4. Here's Hardaway. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
Boy, still a dependable shot blocker. That is what got Serge Ibaka playing time at the beginning of his career. Nice.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Well, efficiency from the mid-range has always been a part of Kawhi Leonard's game.
Doncic looking it over. A three-pointer, no good. Los Angeles leading by 4. And finished off by Leonard.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. From outside, off the mark. The Clippers have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. And it's Leonard missing.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Beverly against Doncic. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game. 12 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Jackson kicks to Morris. Here's Kennard. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. The Clippers have the edge here at halftime. They hold a 4-point lead. Kenny, what's your view?
Well, you've got to love.
And
in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far, the defense has not been able to counter it.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Luke Kennard out there with Reggie Jackson. Then there's Batum. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Morris in at the 3 spot.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Brunson finds Cauley Stein. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Brunson the pass to Redick. Back to Brunson. It's Redick on the wing. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Brunson, good. So many people know your story, born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people, you know, has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
Here's Jackson. The pass to Kennard. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Here's Kennard. Kicks to Cousins. Outside Jackson. To the inside. Batum. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson. Using his poise and vision to make a play.
To the paint. Here's Powell. Makes it off the glass.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Outside Jackson. The feed to Cousins. Powell against Batum. Lock at 6. Outside for Jackson. Shoots over Brunson. Morris outside. Here's Kennard. Over in the corner, Batum. Back to Cousins. Dishes to Batum. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Mavericks trail by 4. Doncic outside. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
There's a savviness innate to Luka Doncic. He has played this game for such a long time. Pick and roll, yeah, that's in my bag.
Pass to Zubac. Back to Beverly. Leonard kicks to Beverly. 6 on the shot clock. George passes to Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
Well, a high percentage scorer with a great shot selection. Ibaka knows when to send it home.
1:25 left to play here in the 3rd. And it's Doncic missing.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
How about the focus and locked-in nature of Kawhi Leonard? My goodness.
And here is Doncic. He's got 11. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's foul number 2 for him. 59 seconds left in the 3rd. On the wing, Doncic. He's covered by Leonard. Just 4 to shoot. Hardaway passes to Porzingis, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Porzingis has got 6.
Well, as the roll man in the pick and roll game, Porzingis at his size can make a career out of this play.
There's 39 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Shoots from 14. George, no good. Mavericks trail by 4. Here's Powell. Banked in off the glass. Powell's got 4 points now in the quarter.
The speed on the break from Powell right now, just booking down the court and getting to the basket.
George looking over the floor. There's the dish to Leonard. 5 to shoot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, Kawhi has become one of the smartest offensive players in the game. Understanding use of the shot fake and what it can give you.
So it's the Mavericks now. It could go. No good. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. The Clippers on top, leading by 4. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And so Beverly will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They've led by as many as 11 points. Jalen Brunson out there with J.J. Redick. Then there's Cauley Stein. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward position. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Clock at 4, and George kicks to Beverly. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And the Clippers making a change here. Cousins is checked in. Mavericks trail by 4. Here's Doncic. From deep three-point range, the rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 4 rebounds in this game. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That's his first foul. George with the ball. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That's foul number 2 for him. Now Beverly, outside Leonard. He dishes it to Cousins. Shoots over Marjanovic. And there's Cousins. That's good on the assist from Leonard.
The defender has got to do everything possible to make life difficult for DeMarcus Cousins and then live with the result. Made a tough shot there.
And Doncic, here we go. And he knocks down the first one.
And I think for Luka Doncic, one thing he showed right away is he was prepared to be an NBA player. And the fact of the matter is he could be an all-star for a long time moving forward.
George passes to Leonard. Leonard draws the double. High post Cousins. Kicks it out to Leonard from downtown. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Got that one up quick.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring. And Tim Hardaway says, you know what? My teammate's open. I'm going to get him the ball.
Doncic against Beverly. Here's George. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Richardson. And the first one drops.
Well, you love the energy out there. Paul George is an extremely confident, extremely versatile player, and he brings a great level of activity to both ends.
Billy Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Jackson, he's checked in for the Clippers. Here's Cauley Stein. Porzingis kicks to Richardson. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Leonard. Here's Doncic, just 5 to shoot. The putback, rebounded by Serge Ibaka. Ibaka's got rebound number 5 here tonight. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Cousins. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
How about the power that Boogie Cousins brings to the table? Tough matchup for any defender.
And so DeMarcus Cousins nails both of them. Mavericks trail by 5. Doncic outside. It's up a 3. That one misses. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points.
Yeah, that one put them over the limit. And it's so early that if they're not careful,
This could turn into a parade at the free throw line.
The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard.
We are looking at the MVP of the 2014 finals. Can we remember that in that series, Kawhi Leonard shot 60% and he guarded LeBron James?
The three for Doncic. Drills it from outside. Doncic has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Doncic has been in this position many times. He makes it look easy.
George passes to Leonard. Passes it to Cousins. And stolen by Richardson. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. And the layup's good off the glass. Now just a 2-point Clipper lead.
What a basketball mind when you think about Luka Doncic. This guy in the break is exploiting defenses.
Outside Leonard. And finished off by Leonard.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has been in so many big-time situations. How confident is he right there?
Mavericks have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. And here's Doncic from the arc. Offensive rebound Mavericks. Hardaway finds Doncic. Shot clock at 5. And so Cousins will bring it up for the Clippers. 4-point game.
Absolutely no fear. Kawhi Leonard welcomes these moments. He relishes these moments.
This has reached desperation time for him.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
Now, here's George. Down low. Here's Cousins. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And they've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul. Well, there's a reason they trust this guy in big moments. Tim Hardaway Jr., no problem, he says.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. Both teams will make substitutions. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
You've got to show composure, and he comes through right when the team needs him most. You have to love that effort, getting after the basketball, fighting for a position.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. the Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge and the state flag of Texas looking majestic. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Michael Porter's out there at goal. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then it's Will Barton. And it's Murray in at the 1 spot. And for the Mavericks, Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Luka Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And it's Marjanovic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
And I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
4 on the shot clock. Here's Bol, and it comes off the front of the rim.
Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And known as a tremendous shooter for his size, Porzingis wasn't quite as accurate last season, which surprised some people.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, some people would automatically assume that because Doncic attracts so much attention that Porzingis would get more wide open looks. But you got to remember, Porzingis missed a full season and was coming off an injury and needed to reacclimate himself to NBA gameplay. So that takes usually a season plus another season before you're all the way back.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Skilled at scoring in a variety of ways. I mean, give Hardaway Jr. these looks, and he's happy to oblige.
Murray against Doncic. Jokic, good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Doncic feeling it out. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
In the corner, Bol with it. Hardaway with the steal. And Doncic, here we go. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark in 2 for 4.
Well, you can't let Doncic have these types of opportunities, guys. When you aren't close to him, this is what happens.
Pass to Porter. Over Hardaway. Porter, no luck.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know, you're gonna get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Murray kicks to Jokic. Shoots over Marjanovic. The Nuggets with another miss. Hardaway passes to Richardson. Porter with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And the strength of Murray, finishing the shot off easily, even with the harm. Well, I tell you what, we've all heard the stories of Jamal Murray's training routine growing up in Canada, like something out of a movie. Push-ups in the snow, dribbling on ice, deep knee bends with a cup of hot tea on his thigh. A little bit unconventional, but hey, certainly got him to where he is now, so I would say it worked.
Out of bounds, Denver takes possession. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Here's Morris. It's good.
And Clark, it was Jamal Murray's father who's the mastermind behind those unconventional training methods. His son, though, never begged off, never wavered in his commitment.
I'll tell you what, Greg, it clearly would lead you to believe that both of them were crazy, and yet They had a shared obsession and a commitment, and it's paid off.
So they take the lead.
The inside is where Gordon is really most comfortable and effective. Very few defenders can get to a shot given how high he gets up on it.
There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Richardson finds Porzingis.
And you gotta love the effort. I mean, he battles just as hard on the inside as he does on the perimeter.
Denver passing it around. Morris passes to Gordon. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Doncic outside. Shot clock at 6. So off the run, and Marjanovic with the slam.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents
a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Nuggets ahead, leading by just 1. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Denver?
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
Taking a look at the Nuggets, we've got Paul Millsap. JaVale McGee is out there with Gordon. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Rivers in a 2-guard. Finney Smith passes to Brunson. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they are forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is to me, absurd. You've always had it. The difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Finney Smith passes to Cauley Stein. And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Murray's checked in for Denver. Pass to Powell from the baseline. Tries again. Here's Cauley Stein. He can't get that one. Gordon with the defensive effort. To the middle. And he uses the glass on the layup. Gordon's got the lead up to 5 now for the Nuggets.
It's never easy in the NBA, folks. I mean, great job by Gordon to just dismiss the contact and still score.
Powell kicks to Brunson. Powell, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up.
That's what they've got him out there for, fellas.
And Murray, here we go. It's good. Murray's got 5 now.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Powell, the pass to Cauley Stein. Now here's Brunson. Cauley Stein in the post. McGee's there. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
Cauley Stein, a serviceable shooter at the line. Let's see if he can make them count.
That one is no good. Murray kicks to Rivers from 18 feet away. Gordon dishes to McGee. Rivers gets a wide open look. No good with the triple. Mavericks trail by 4. Redick with it. Picked up by Rivers. Redick passes to Cauley Stein. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Cauley-Stein has drawn comparisons to Tyson Chandler due to his length and athleticism. It's important he continues to get better.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. We know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
Morris is checked in for Murray. Gordon finds Morris. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Morris has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
And the basket is, and here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Murray kicks the ball. And it's Murray with the jam.
Well, I like the athleticism of Murray, just taking off towards the rim for the jam.
26 seconds left here in the second. Here's Doncic for Murray. Doncic passes to Porzingis. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but through contact, he'll head to the line. It's on Porzingis.
You know, he's underrated in his mobility. Jokic can be a handful on the drive.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Doncic outside. 1 second left. And it's good on the layup. Doncic has got 6 points.
What a strong, versatile offensive player. Doncic capable of burning you from anywhere.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Nuggets.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, a pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. Their field goal percentage was a rope. And that'll...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Without question, Jamal Murray displaying his skills today.
No problem fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slot. Josh Richardson out there with Doncic. And it's Marjanovic in at the center position. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. Doncic with the bucket.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Murray surveying the D, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's foul number 2 for him. Jokic kicks to Barton. Murray outside. Over Doncic. Porter dishes to Murray. Barton passes to Jokic, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Jokic has got the lead up to 6 now for the Nuggets.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Doncic against Murray. Outside Porter. Back to Murray. 6 to shoot. Passes it to Bull. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Out to Doncic. Back to Richardson. Barton with some nice D. The Nuggets leading by 6. Jokic with it. Hardaway picks him up. And that one's good by Porter. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. You played with the great one, and Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for it.
So, no doubt about it. And I think 2 guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the 2 guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. And there's the pass to Marjanovic. Back to Richardson. And stolen by Bull. 1-on-1 here. Wide open look here for Murray, and he's good on the 3 ball. And it's a 10-point Denver lead.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Another 3 for Dallas.
Boy, Doncic showing you his competitiveness right there with the back at you 3. The revenge triple.
Here's Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists now in this one.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And it's sent back by Jokic.
You know, this is what we've seen Jokic do every night. I mean, he puts himself in position to make an impact on the game.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
I think one of the best ways, guys, to score in transition is that quick hitter after the first burst.
Here's Doncic, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Doncic has got 10 points in just the second half.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Murray outside. Jokic against Marjanovic. Lock at 6. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And that one's good. Jokic.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Down low and stolen by Bull. Murray with it, and it's Richardson picking him up. Teardrop shot. That's good from Porter on the assist by Barton. Porter's got 8 points.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Marjanovic kicks to Hardaway. The Nuggets another fast break chance right here.
And at 7-2, Bull has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
It'll count. No good that time. And so it's the Denver Nuggets riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their transition game has been in full effect. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with. They've got JaVale McGee, Aaron Gordon out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Morris in at the point. Pass to Brunson. He dishes it to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
And, you know, this is what Powell does best. Establishes himself deep inside and jams it home.
Morris looking over the floor. Pass to Millsap. Fires from deep. To the paint. And McGee kicks to Millsap. Passes it to Rivers. Launches a three. Can't hit that one. Here's Redick. And he banks in the layup.
Proving he's more than just an outside shooter. Redick also has a sweet touch from that area.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. And McGee kicks to Millsap. Powell with the steal. Brunson with it. Guarded now by Morris.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Now Brunson takes the three. Rebounded by McGee. Redick against Rivers.
Defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Here's Finney-Smith. Redick against Rivers. Finney-Smith passes to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
Yeah, and I think Powell is terrific in the pick and roll. Knows how to dive after he sets the screen.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Zingas, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Richardson, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Richardson attacking. A slam dunk by Richardson.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
You know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
Rivers against Richardson. Rivers passes to Gordon. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on Richardson.
Aaron Gordon is no pushover. Far from it. I mean, with the ability to knock down shots despite contact, this young fella's impressive.
Denver making a switch here. Jokic has checked in for JaVale McGee. Michael Porter comes in for Paul Millsap. Martin's checked in for Austin Rivers. And it's Jamal Murray in for Morris. Here's Doncic. And two free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
Well, I tell you what, Doncic plays with really good energy and awareness. But also, he's got a quiet physicality to him. And he doesn't mind being bumped around when he's trying to score.
Doncic against Murray. There's the pass to Jokic. Outside Gordon. He kicks it to Murray. 5 on the clock. Pass to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. And the Nuggets lead by 10.
So good to see Murray, not just as a scorer, but thriving as a passer, too.
The three for Doncic. And that one is off. And it's Denver the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Jokic finds Murray. Outside Porter. Gordon, the pass to Barton. Murray against Richardson. And stolen by Richardson. Fast break, Dallas. Doncic leading the charge. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Just throw it up there. Trill Will's going to take care of the rest.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Denver. 8-point game. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Off target with his three.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Here's Cauley Stein. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it, too.
Barton surveying the floor. Murray outside. The Nuggets with another miss. Doncic outside. Nails the triple.
No fear or hesitation in the eyes of Doncic. He loves the chance to take and make these big ones.
Barton right side. It's Porter outside. Hardaway with the steal. So it's the Nuggets taking the W in a close. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. Well, here are the starters for Los Angeles. We've got Kawhi Leonard, Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then it's Ibaka, and it's Zubac in at the 5 spot. And for the Nuggets, Jokic is out there at Bol. Then it's Will Barton. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Murray in at the point guard. Now here's Beverley, and here's Leonard from 3. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Porter passes to Murray, and he gets the bucket. Murray's got the game going here with the first basket for the Nuggets. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. Here's Murray. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Shoots over Zubac. Shot clock at 6. Here's Barton. And the rejection by Ibaka.
And, well, he's been the NBA's leader in blocks multiple times. Ibaka just has that rare instinct for it. Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now, here is George. And Zubac picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game.
And Jokic carrying that standard for a superstar big man. For your money, though, Bones, is he the best true center in the game?
I don't think he's a true center in the sense, GA, that you can't really go down to the post and have him create his own offense by scoring the basketball. Of course, he's going to create plays for his teammates. I still think AD holds that title right now.
And what's interesting about Ibaka, he's played basketball internationally ever since joining the NBA back in 08. In fact, he won a silver medal with Spain in 2012. And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Now, here's Jokic. Back to Murray. Inside. Jokic kicks the ball. Murray outside. Here's Barton. That one doesn't drop. And the Clippers will come the other way. Denver passing it around. And Zubac picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Jokic against Zubac. Now Porter. Back to Jokic. Shoots over Zubac. And again, Denver no good. Here's Leonard. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Leonard's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, you could be as physical as you want with Kawhi Leonard. He just stays with it and is unshaken.
Barton passes to Jokic. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Beverley. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And he gets it to go.
Yeah, kind of tough on the defense when you let Beverley beat you on the inside. That can get his confidence going from the outside. So damage from the paint that time.
Murray against Beverley. Here's Bol. Not going to go that time. Some solid defense from Ibaka. Here's George. Leonard against Porter. Leonard the pass to Zubac, and they pick up 2.
You know, a lot of times we talk about good passing, but accurate passing is a huge quality of a good pass, and Leonard did it there.
And it's Murray penetrating. And Bol wide open. He shoots. Drops it in from 11 feet. The Clippers in the lead. Here's Beverley. Pass to Leonard. Pass to Zubac. 6 on the shot clock. From 12 feet out. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Yeah, it's pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play tough, physical defense.
The Clippers have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Leonard inside, guarded by Porter. Wide open look here for Zubac. The baseline jumper goes down. Barton surveying the floor. And it's Bull that time on the assist by Barton.
Well, Barton had a good feel about what was happening defensively, and his teammate was wide open.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Clippers lead. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
Paul Millsap out there with Gordon. And there's JaVale McGee. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Morris in at point. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. McGee's shot is off.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
The Nuggets trail by 4. Morris outside. Right side, Gordon. Morris outside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Out to Morris. The pass to Jackson. To the inside. Batum. And Nicholas Batum with the slam.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Morris passes to Rivers. The dish to Gordon. And no good that time. Great D that time from Batum. And here again, Los Angeles in transition. Up the court they go. Offensive rebound. Passes it to Kennard. Now Cousins. Back to Kennard. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Kennard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, this is where Cousins' size helps him to have a passing window to find open teammates.
To the paint and stolen by Cousins. And they're running. Kennard with the ball. Picked up by Rivers. Here's Cousins. And foul on. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Morris with the ball. And Batum picks him up defensively. Here's Rivers. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. And now the Clippers on the break. Jackson against Rivers. Now, here's Kennard. He's guarded closely.
And Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing. And his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy. As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Rivers finds Gordon. Will it go? And that's 2 points on the layup. Gordon's got his first basket.
Not one to shy away from contact. It's all part of the toughness that Gordon brings to the table.
Pass to Cousins. Now Kennard. Drops in the layup for 2. Kennard's got the lead up to 10 now for the Clippers.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And stolen by Cousins. Morris with the bucket. And the Clippers lead by 12.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
And the coaching staff wants Gordon to keep taking those. It's only going to help him get better.
Now here's Jackson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Kennard with the ball. Jackson down low. Morris is there. The Nuggets trail by 10. Here's Rivers. And stolen by Cousins. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Jackson passes to Morris. Batum trying to break loose. Count that bucket. Morris has got 4 points in the quarter.
An efficient scorer inside. Morris can beat you with a variety of moves.
Kennard against Rivers. Batum with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Morris, no good. And so it's Los Angeles. Enjoy.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. At the end of the period, they were up by...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Denver Nuggets. Down by 12. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverly. Then it's Ibaka. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the 3 slot. Here's Beverly, following the score by Jamal Murray. Here's George. Out to Ibaka. Shot from free throw range. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. And the Clippers lead by 12. And for the Nuggets, they're shooting at a decent 44% clip here. And Murray, here we go. And the shot goes down. Murray's got 8 points.
That's a tricky little move there as Murray found a little bit of space and then got that floater off.
Beverly looking around. George with no one around. Uses the glass to drop it in.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And the rejection by Zubac. And the dunk by Bull. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. George dishes to Leonard. Ibaka outside. Kicks to George. Pass to Zubac. Just 5 on the clock. And no good. Now Denver takes it the other way. Here's Bol. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. George against Jokic. Leonard lays it up off the glass. Leonard's got the lead up to 12 now for the Clippers.
When you're a veteran player like Paul George, you understand that even 24 seconds is a long time. Great patience to wait for that play.
Now, here's Jokic. Leonard with the steal. George against Barton. Lets it go from 11. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Bol. Some solid defense from Ibaka.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
That's just too easy for Bol. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Now here's Leonard. He has 6. Ibaka right side. Beverly for 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. Bol's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And a story about Jamal Murray. He was doing 2-a-days for Team Canada, and the coach wanted him to rest, so he confiscates his sneakers, came back and found him working out barefoot.
Well, they might want to check his web browser because I believe he did a search for lock picks because they put bars on the door to keep him out of the gym, and he still might try to find a way in.
Good on both. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Now, here's Batum. Shot clock at 3. Morris passes to Jackson. Over Morris. And again, no good by the Clippers. And now, here comes Gordon leading the break. Millsap kicks to Gordon. The pass to McGee. Morris outside. Back to McGee. And it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins. Clippers leading by 8. Here's Batum. And it goes down 2 points. Batum's got 6 points.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Morris, and that one drops. There's 42 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Rivers against Jackson. Kennard, the pass to Cousins. Jackson has the open look, but he stays with it. He dishes it to Batum. The tray. Rebound by the Nuggets. Here's Morris. Batum grabs the miss. And here's Kennard. 6 points for him. Batum passes to Morris. And Cousins kicks to Morris. The 3rd quarter comes to a close. Los Angeles on top, up 8. And here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
4th quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. We've got Rivers, Gordon out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's McGee in at the pivot spot manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Denver. The Nuggets trail by 8. Gordon inside. Defended by Batum. 2 points. That one goes.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Now Jackson. And there's the pass to Kennard. Clock at 6. Here's Cousins. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, there aren't many times that I see DeMarcus Cousins shading away from contact. In fact, just the opposite. He enjoys it.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Batum. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Morris. Paul George is checked in for Luke Kennard. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Jackson. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Back to George.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
And it's off from three-point range. Barton passes to Jokic. Now Murray. Defended by Beverly. Ball kicks to Barton. And Barton throws it down.
Oh, yeah, sure, Will Barton, you could have laid that one in, but why? People pay tickets to see that kind of stuff.
Here's George. Beverly with the ball. Now guarded by Murray. Back to George. Fires the three. Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, that's Paul George's game. Most accurate when somebody's feeding him and he's got his feet set.
Murray surveying the D. Jokic passes to Porter. Back to Jokic. Shot. High post. Denver with a new 14. Porter finds Jokic. Second shot opportunity. He takes it up and lays it in.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Ibaka, the pass to Beverly. Dishes it to George. The three. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Well, an accurate three-point shooter, Paul George can get it going from distance.
Murray against Beverly. And Murray. Here we go. And the rejection by Ibaka. Porter against Leonard. The dish now to George. Back to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, not much you can do to stop that. Leonard showing once again his physical prowess at the 10.
Stolen by Beverly. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Murray dishes the ball. Back to Murray. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To stop the run.
Jamal Murray continuing to play with a fearlessness.
First one falls for him. And the Nuggets with some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Bol. And it's Austin Rivers in for Barton. And then for the Clippers, Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Cousins. And it's Kennard in for Patrick Beverly. Now, here's Kennard. Outside, George. Offline with his three. Here we go, one-on-one. Murray finds Jokic. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, people try to be aggressive with Jokic, but it doesn't bother him much on that kind of possession.
Outside Leonard. 50 seconds left in the game. It's stolen by Ibaka. Kicks it out to Leonard. Beyond the arc. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9. 67% shooting.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight. Getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
The three from George. That shot off. And the Nuggets going the other way. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Jokic passes to Murray. And a wide open look for Porter. Denver gets it back. Jokic on the follow.
Yeah, Jokic in a smart place there. Collects the offensive rebound. Very alert and cleans up the mess.
Kennard with the ball. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. as things...
Kevin, thank you. There is no...
Indeed. Something special, David. Thanks. Now we'll look at Dallas' starting lineup. Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And it's Marjanovic in at the center position. And for Los Angeles, Ivica Zubac is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Beverly in at the 1 spot. Now here's Leonard. Outside for George. Takes the 13-footer. He doesn't hit that one. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
Back to George. Outside Leonard. The tray. George, no good. Now the Mavericks with it. Luka Doncic again. Doncic has got his second basket. Terrific talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Doncic with it. Richardson outside. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
I love that catch and shoot. Defensively, you've got to close hard. Josh is dangerous in that area.
Now here's Leonard. Over Hardaway, and that one's good. Leonard.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
Jumps up. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
I love the patience Beverly has developed with the ball in his hands. Terrific find.
Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Rebound by the Clippers. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist from Ibaka. Leonard's got 6.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
It's stolen by Ibaka. And George, here we go. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Leonard with no one around. No good on the triple. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They trail by 1. Richardson, no luck. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. This one for 3. And it's Beverly missing. For Dallas, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. 1:21 left to play in the first quarter. Doncic against Leonard. Here's Porzingis. Good on the 13-footer.
And what a luxury to run pick and rolls with Porzingis. He can roll to the basket or pop out for that jump shot.
Pass to Zubac. The dish to Beverly. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Luka Doncic.
Yeah, easy call.
This is his first free throw of the game.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Serge Ibaka. Marcus Morris is checked in for Leonard. And it's Luke Kennard in for Paul George.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Beverly, the pass to Kennard. And stolen by Redick. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Brunson the pass to CLA Stein. And the rejection by Cousins.
Great anticipation by DeMarcus. His instincts are excellent pretty much in every phase of the game.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Brunson. And Cousins comes over to help. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Six seconds left in the first. The Clippers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. The first free throw is good.
You know, he was the 24th pick in 2011. I think it's safe for us to say Jackson's outplayed that draft slot.
5 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Redick for 3. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Clippers lead. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
On the floor for Dallas, they've got Dwight Powell. J.J. Redick is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's CLA Stein. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 slot.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
Jackson has the open look. Off target from outside. The Mavericks leading. Here's Finney Smith. No points in the game yet for him. Brunson against Batum. Powell, that's good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Jackson kicks to Kennard. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. And that's a foul called on Dwight Powell. That's his first foul. Jackson finds Kennard. 6 to shoot. Pass to Batum. Tries it from the top of the key. Connects. The jumper drops.
Nice find by Luke. Shows good vision in both half court and in transition.
Brunson the pass to Pop. Good work defensively by Morris.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
The pass to Kennard. Passes to Cousins. Back to Kennard. Sinks the triple. Kennard's got the lead up to 2 now for the Clippers.
A crafty lefty with tons of range. You can't take your eyes off Luke Kennard defensively. Promising start for Luke Kennard. End up missing extended minutes with injuries. Hopefully he can stay healthy this go around. That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Jackson passes to Cousins. Can't cash in from close range. Mavericks have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Here's Redick. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Redick's got his first bucket in this one.
And Kennard's moving into the starting lineup for the first time last season.
And to add to that, he had a larger role offensively. And at the same time, his efficiency increased. That's a good sign.
Now, here's Kennard. Cousins, the pass to Kennard. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. For Dallas, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Here's Doncic. And the rejection by Zubac. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. George with no one around. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. George has got the game tied up here for the Clippers. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Bucket is good. Doncic has got 6 points.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Hardaway with the steal. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And it's a 4-point Maverick lead.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
Pass to Leonard. And stolen by Richardson. Here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
And that's how you start the fast break. Josh Richardson forcing the turnover. He did that in college, and he's doing it now.
And here's Leonard. He's got 6. Back to Beverly. On the wing, George. Just 5 to shoot. Inside. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And the Clippers have possession. 6-point game. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Here's Dallas. They're on a 10-2 run here. And here's Doncic from the arc. That one's not going to go. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's George. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jumpers.
And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Give Josh credit, taking the challenge offensively, disciplined, and that's a beautiful pass.
Now Leonard. He gets it up. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And all right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. At its highest, their lead topped out at 5. And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Luke Kennard out there with Reggie Jackson. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then there's Batum. And it's Cousins in its center. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin. And I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right
now. No, we don't do that part.
And here's Leonard. After Luka Doncic hitting the three. George finds Ibaka. Back to George. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Just 4 to shoot. Leonard the pass to Zubac. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Stolen by George. And now it's Leonard running. Here we go all the way. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Because of George's strong defensive instincts, he's able to consistently disrupt opponents.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. He misses that time, but only 5 misses in his 11 shots from the field as he's 6 of 11. And with that, the Maverick lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Kawhi Leonard.
Like a gazelle cruising down the court, Kawhi's difficult to stay with in transition.
Now, here's Doncic. 13 points in the game. Down low. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Dallas shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. The free throw drops for Marjanovic. Both good from the line that time. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers, trailing by 10. From deep. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the middle. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And putting his long arms there to good use. Porzingis has a large catch radius on those alley-oops.
Pass to Zubac. Back to George. 5 to shoot. Fires from deep. Hits the 3-point bomb. George has got 7 points in the game.
Showing off his range. Wow, Paul George can hurt you from anywhere on the floor.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Marjanovic with it. 1:53 left to play in the 3rd. Now the pass to Hardaway. No good on the 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And the dunk by Zubac.
It's amazing everything Leonard gives you, including the eyes to find the open man.
And as he gets deeper into his career, Serge Ibaka's shooting continues to improve. What a great job he's done of changing how he scores.
It's very impressive because a late bloomer Serge Ibaka has been on the offensive end. Let's look at last season, his highest point per game average, and he's in his 11th NBA season. That still has great efficiency on the offensive end, but sometimes he's overlooked as a scorer on this team.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
And it has them at a great spot to take the lead. They love to get a few stops now at the other end.
Now, here's Doncic. 13 points in the game. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
.35 seconds left in the 3rd. Pass to George. Takes the 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
And here's Doncic from the arc. 8 for 15 with that made basket. But he's not satisfied yet.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Outside Leonard. Lets it go from deep. It's stolen by Marjanovic. No good that time. It's been all about Luka Doncic for Dallas. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them. And what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on his heels.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Luka Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And it's Marjanovic in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Now, here's Kennard. Over Richardson. Kennard's shot is off.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Here's Porzingis. Marjanovic passes to Porzingis, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Such assertiveness. This is why Porzingis is a go-to option on offense. Never afraid to take a big shot.
Now here's Leonard. Launches it. He can't get it to go. Pass break, Dallas. Porzingis has got the ball. Hardaway with a wide open look. It's 3-pointers off the mark.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
Leonard with the steal. Richardson against George. Pass to Ibaka. Back to George. Now Zubac. And stolen by Richardson. Doncic against Beverly. And that one's good. Doncic.
And the level of concentration that Doncic has, even under pressure, this guy is cool as a cucumber.
Now here's Leonard. Down low. Up top, Zubac. Guarded by Marjanovic. Porzingis with the steal. The finish. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
At 7'3", Porzingis is almost impossible to guard, especially when he's focusing on trying to score.
DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for the Clippers. Batum comes in for Serge Ibaka.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Beverly with the ball. And it's Richardson picking him up. From deep, George. The rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got 4 rebounds in this game. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Patrick Beverly. Kennard with the ball. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. George looking around. Back to Kennard. 4 on the clock. From deep. But they'll get another chance. The 3 from George. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 6th rebound on the night. Marjanovic kicks to Porzingis. Fires the 3. Shot clock reset for Dallas. It's good on the putback. And the Mavericks lead by 12.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Billy Cauley-Stein comes in for Marjanovic. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Hardaway. And it's Doncic missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Talented, opportunistic. When Leonard gets hot, it can last for long stretches.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Mavericks.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Luka Doncic.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Here's Richardson after the basket by Los Angeles. Over George. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Porzingis with the steal. Doncic looking it over. And so it's Dallas winning this one. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up.